Hi guys. It's been like 6 or 7 months since I've done a video. Not counting the quick emergency room video that I did, I think in January, but I haven't posted it yet. I'll post it before this one. I don't say anything, I just entertaining yourself in the emergency room, I guess. Um, it's been a few months, and that's because not a lot has happened. It's kind of hard to do videos if you don't have a lot to talk about. I've had a lot of problems with the Ehlers-Danlos part of it, but not a lot of everything else. So it's kind of hard. Everything's been kind of put on hold, which is driving me crazy. But nobody really gives a shit. So um, I've come out to a lot of people. Like if it's like 20 something people, I'm not really counting. The only reason why I kind of know that is because when I do come out to somebody, if they have a Facebook, they get added to my transition journal, so they can keep up to all this stuff. And I post these on there so they can watch this. So, hi, everybody. Thank you for being so awesome, for handling this so well. And I love you very much for it. I know I keep saying that. I keep putting that in these, but there's no way to see. I'm all giddy with just the thought of how fantastic everybody's been about this. Except for a couple people that I'm not real happy with. But it's forgivable, I guess. I've had a couple people that have outed me to everyone else. Not real happy with that. Just mostly because I was trying to be really careful about other people's feelings and respecting boundaries that have been put in place. And I kind of feel that that was breached. But um, those who were told by the person that told them handled it pretty well too. So you guys are awesome as well. But it should have been my choice. Anyway, one of them I couldn't tell, and so I'm partially not really upset that he was told, but still would have loved to have been able to do that myself. Um, there's a lot of information that I would like them to know, but didn't get the chance to. And the really, really big one, which just blows my fucking mind, is I think I mentioned my parents that my dad is pretty much not an option to tell. Um, my brother has been pretty cool about it. He's like, he'll fucking get over it, but I don't know. He already didn't handle the Ehlers-Danlos thing very well. He kind of flipped out on me. I have absolutely zero support from my family on that one, which is really upsetting because it's genetic, and I keep trying to tell them that they need to get tested, and their children need to get tested, because it's deadly, like fucking insanely deadly. You could have your organs rupture and all kinds of stuff. I mean, it's ridiculous how bad this is. But they don't want to hear it. They don't want, I mean, I try. I send them videos. I post videos on my Facebook. I've tried talking to them about it in person. My dad just absolutely refuses to have any kind of information whatsoever. I've tried to have him. He was there, the cardiologist. I tried to have him talk to him. He's been to the emergency room. Said you could talk to the emergency room doctors. I'll give you the documentation from my medical reports. I'll show you the fire department report for the carbon monoxide thing. But he won't look at it at all. It's called severe denial. And he gets all pissy with me, and he's like, you need to look up Munchausen syndrome. Well, first of all, I know what the fuck Munchausen syndrome is. And, I've had 2 or 3 therapists in the last, well, I've had therapists for the last 10, 15 years of my life, but during the medical stuff and getting a diagnosis and so on and so forth, during the major part of getting a diagnosis, for the first part of it, they kept just saying it was all in my head, that it was psychosomatic because of the fact that I've been sexually assaulted and all that kind of stuff. But these therapists would go through the rigmarole with me and go through everything, and they're like, it's not psychosomatic. You're actually in pain. It's not. It's not Munchausen. You don't have a obsession with getting attention for, you know, thinking that you have these illnesses that you really don't. Another one is hypochondria. Uh, I've all three of those have been thrown at me. Psychosomatic the most, but all three of those have been thrown at me at certain points in time. And that's really upsetting. It's really, really upsetting. And apparently, a lot of people with Ehlers-Danlos have to go through that because you get 3 or 4 misdiagnoses before you get diagnosed. And I guess the average age of diagnosis for someone who doesn't have somebody in their family who has Ehlers-Danlos is 25. I think I was 27, 28 because I was diagnosed in 2007. But anyway, so my dad just completely and absolutely refuses to believe that this is real. So I don't think he would handle the transition thing very well, just on the fact that he just doesn't want to deal with any of this stuff. He's too wrapped up in his own life. Right now, he doesn't even know where I live. He doesn't even know where I am. He doesn't care. As long as he doesn't have to hear it, he doesn't fucking care. And I'm sorry to say it like that. Sorry, I heard a noise. This is like my 3rd night in a new apartment, and I'm not real comfortable. That's why I'm kind of doing this. Is trying. I'm just so hard. I'm sorry. I'm really upset right now. So, kind of trying to get through some of this stuff. But I'm sorry. It's really mean to say it like that, and he wouldn't handle it very well if he heard it like that. But that's how I feel, and I think he's done me a terrible wrong by the way he treats me. And this isn't even transition shit. I mean, we haven't gotten to the disowning your child because they feel, that they're the wrong sex or whatever. I haven't even gotten to that. But anyway, the big one is my mom, and I'm running out of time. I might have to do a couple more, and I don't like doing it that way, but when I'm really upset, it's the first time I've played with my hair in this video. I'm having a bad hair day. Even the Joker has bad hair days, come on. If you escape out of Arkham, you're not really paying attention to your fucking hair, like the background. I collect Joker bedding and everything else. I don't think there's a thing on Joker that I don't collect, but anyway. Let's see. Oh yeah, my mom. So my mom has issues. That's like the sweetest way to put it. I love her dearly, but she has serious issues, and sometimes it's a really hard time with reality, so I really wasn't planning on ever actually telling my mom. I haven't seen her in 16 years. I do want to try and see her, but it's a really hard thing. It's very hard to have to speak to her on the phone, so on and so forth. She did some pretty terrible things to me when I was younger. I don't hold it against her because she was sick, but she really did, and it kind of fucks your relationship up a little. She's kind of, yeah. See, I'm running out of time, so I don't know. I guess I'll have to try and talk about that one in the next video, but it's kind of big. I wasn't really planning on coming out to her at all. At all. It just didn't seem like the biggest deal in the world. Especially because she's the one that's had a really big problem with gender issues in my life. Making it very clear in my childhood and teen years that boys were better, and that because I was a girl, I wasn't worth anything. So I just really didn't want to deal with that. It's not because I didn't want her, I don't know. It's complicated. I really do love her. It's not that I don't. You always love your family no matter what. No matter how terrible they are to you, no matter what they do, it's still your family. So, I'm gonna cut this one short because I don't want to start where I'm going with this and then have to redo it on the other one. But yeah, so I'm in a new apartment. It's been several months since I've updated. The gender stuff has been kind of on hold. There's a little bit more about therapists and stuff that I want to tell you about. Quite a few emergency room trips, lots of stuff with my heart. Came out to a lot of people, and I'll talk to you about the other stuff in the next video. Thanks, guys.